like off the roof, it burst as well by the looks of it. Unless people were just putting in other images to fool people like me that were tracking it down, but it was just
Holy
phenomenal.
crap.
Yeah, it was not the only image that I saw a video of it coming in through the ceiling in basically into the middle of the convention hall. I mean, it was crazy.
It looked like Jungle Rain.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys all know what I'm talking about when I say Jungle Rain, right? Like that heavy,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, that's
Like I said, it
yeah,
looked like a
nothing's gonna
waterfall.
be dry. Like, why am I even wearing this raincoat? It's doing nothing. It does nothing.
Right.
Yeah, it was just crazy. So that was quite the show. I felt terrible. I was like, oh my God, I hope none of his stuff is soaked. I hope, but do they get it to his room? But he's one of the floaty rooms. Is he in his car? But his car's bare, like floating now. Like, holy Jesus!
Yeah, Gen Con just really got nailed. And I kind of I'm a bit concerned for some of the people, like especially the people that were running booths. I mean, of course,
Yeah,
I'm concerned for some of for just the normies that were walking around, but especially for the people that had booths that when this happened,
yeah,
because most of the time whether you are running a booth or you are signing in as a guest as an attendee, there is a clause that you sign that essentially says, if there is some kind of damage, either you are injured in some way or if there's any property damage to your personal effects, that they're not held liable. And so because of that clause, if that deluge came down on one of the vendor booths and they had, $10,000 worth of books, they're fucked. I mean, I know they
yeah.
probably, if they're smart, they have insurance. And of course, I mean, it's not Gen Con's fault. It's the fault of whoever is owning and managing that event center. And so, I mean, it could have happened at any event. It could have happened at, a classic car event. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the insurance company is going to go after whoever is the owner or management of that event. But that signing that particular clause that is in every one of those attendee contracts or vendor contracts really puts you in a tough spot. And this is exactly that kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel sorry for all the small vendors, the ones that were I can do this, I can buy the insurance, but can we really afford it? Because they're living off the margins.
Well,
So this was a bit of their Christmas because I know that we Canadians aren't buying as much as we used to because the
I'll tell
tariffs
you.
are
I mean,
killing us.
I even talked to my wife here. It was probably about 3 or 4 months ago because there was a local event called Wagon Con that I was
Mhm.
considering, and I mean I could drive to that one every day, right? But even that one, I'm a small creator. My
Yeah,
my financial bottom line is such a tightrope that
precisely.
even that event in early summer would set me back probably at least half a year
Mhm.
in payments. It's something like packing up all of the stuff because you need to have some material on hand.
Yep.
You're talking about 6 months worth of pay stubs, and there's nothing left over for insurance. I mean,
Exactly.
after you pay for hotel and lodging, food, and airline tickets to get there, and crossing your fingers that the airlines don't fuck up your product, you know, um, you're shit out of luck. There's nothing left over for insurance.
Like I don't know how everyone's doing, but I up here we're really feeling it from the tariffs and all that. Everything's gotten more expensive.
Yep, everything's
So
gotten more
I,
expensive here
I, I
too. It isn't
so
the
I can
other
just
countries
imagine
that
like
pay
for
for the
you guys.
tariffs; it's the citizens that pay for the tariffs.
Exactly. And like so for us to get stuff shipped to us, they're trying to recoup the money that they've lost. We're getting like I tried to
Absolutely.
order some stuff like for example from a bigger one like Troll Lord Games. They're huge. They can afford to take some of that, but for me to order stuff, it's like I gotta buy a book for nothing. Like I have the shipping cost for me equals a book.
Well,
Like it's that
Oh,
much, so it's kind of
dude.
like, is it
so
worth it, right?
as it really pissed me off earlier this year. So Drive Through RPG jacked up the price of their print on demand books, and it wasn't a little bit. It
A
was
lot.
yeah, it was like 30, 33, 35% increase. And at first they, I knew that this was coming, probably since about last November. But they never stated a reason why. And then of course, about month and a half before they jacked the rates up, then of course they're saying, "Oh, well, it's because of the tariffs." And I'm like, "The fuck it is." Every time that I order a print on demand book from Drive Through RPG, it is coming from Springfield, Illinois. So explain to me
Yeah,
how there
but you
are.
guys are getting your softwood lumber. Like we do all the paper. You guys import out. Unfortunately, we Canadians have been observed. You guys import a metric ton of paper from us. That's all we do. All our softwood lumber. That's what you make paper from,
Yeah.
and
You know,
that's where you're getting it from.
kind of funny, but not funny. So I was watching this video of a Canadian business guy. He had wine company, and he said it is more expensive for him to ship to another like county. I don't know the way you call it, like state in Canada, than it is to
Province.
ship to the
Province.
US province. Than it
Yeah,
is to ship
that's
to
the
the
one.
US.
That's the one good thing about all this stuff.
Internal taxes.
All the provinces stopped fighting amongst themselves, and they dropped all the stuff. And we couldn't, because of the Frenchies, we couldn't get and the guys in BC who are hippies, we couldn't get a pipeline east and west. Now, because of all this, we got pipelines being built going east and west. So we're going to start putting oil into Europe and oil into Asia very quickly now, as opposed to going to the States because of that. But it's just what you're talking about was very real. Up until 2 years ago, you couldn't. If I brought a can of beer from Ontario to Quebec, or vice versa, I'd get nailed. It's a charge. Now it's open season. I can just move whatever you want across the border, no problem. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We had those issues.
But yeah, I mean, I understand they're probably importing stuff. Like I said, when you look at it on the surface, like, is Washington charging you a tariff? Because you're in Springfield, Illinois, and I'm in Vancouver, Washington. Those are two states in the same United States. Why am I getting charged a tariff? I'm not living in another country. I'm not up in Canada, down in Mexico. I'm not, in some territory off of Scotland. I'm right here in the U.S. Why am I paying a tariff purchasing from you in Illinois?
You're not paying the tariff. You're paying the cost of the tariff, because they had to buy the paper from us. Right now there's a 50% tariff. There's been a 50% tariff on softwood lumber since he took office. So that 50%, now they got to, well, how do I recoup this 50%?
Right.
I've got to now put it somewhere. Well, I have to somehow, I can eat some of it, but I got to put some of it back to the customer, which is you.
Well,
so although you did not order the paper, you have to.
The other thing that most people, and this is really going to be felt in role-playing games, one of the things that you hear all the time across social media is that as soon as the economy calms down, the prices will come back down. No, that is not how it works. This is going to be the new price going forward, because all of those companies know that they can get that from you. It doesn't matter.
Like gasoline.
Yeah, it's exactly. It does not matter that they are, not having to pay as much to create the product. That's going to be the new price moving forward forever. So bend over, grab your ankles, and grit your teeth, because that is life now.
You mean the acronym BOHICA? Bend over, because here it comes again.
Yes.
Remember the acronym, boys? BOHICA.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, this just isn't going away. It's just not.
No.
Do you want to know something as well that the EU did? So recently they passed a new law which stated any product coming from outside the EU will get a €3 charge per item.
Jesus.
Okay. So you have people who were comparing, they built their own custom keyboards, custom devices, or whatever, right? The guy who made his custom keyboard, he said he made it for like 45, €44. With these charges, he would then end up costing like 109.
Whoa. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Plus, I just got
It's
stuff
every item
shipped
that comes
here
in.
the other day,
Yeah.
and I got charged the €3. But then I got charged a handling fee from the post office, which I already paid the shipping fee to.
Right.
So I'm getting charged. I get basically double shipping.
Right. They're double dipping on it.
Yeah. So that €3 is now €9.
Right.
But if I had 2 books or 2 items, that's another €3. And another €3. And what I'm
Are you
worried
saying
about is
€3? Like I'm hearing 3. You're saying 3, right? Okay.
Yep.
Guys,
Yep.
That's why. Okay. We do it.
so
This
what
way.
I'm really worried about is I back some stuff on Castles for Castles Crusades, like the Castle Zigzag stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, depending how they classify it, when they because you fill out all these forms for international shipping and stuff, the
Right.
items that's inside the box, they're going to have more than a dozen maps.
Right.
Potentially, depending how it's going to be done, I could be charged for individual items inside the box set.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
you,
think about that. That's what I'm worrying about. I could be charged that, or it could be charged for just the box set.
yeah. You're
which would be one
you're
item.
already
So you don't know.
you already backed it for I don't know what backing level you're at, but I mean
ridiculous.
yeah, like €150 or whatever, maybe more, and then you
More.
could be paying on top of that another €300 or €400 because of all the individual items that are in that box that's going to ship to you. And
Yeah, because they have more than a dozen maps, plus I think it's 2 books in the first one, plus other handouts.
Right.
So potentially €3 per item.
Now,
Like that.
if and this, I don't know if this will help you or not, because they did sign, and I forget their name, but they did sign with a European company distributor. So I don't know how close to you they're located. I want to say that they're in England, but don't quote me on that.
But then I'd still get charged.
Yeah, and you would still get charged. Yeah.
This is only for American goods, right? Because I think Canada, we signed some deal with you Europeans because
all
you guys are trying to get us to join the euro.
products.
All products, even
All
within the European Union.
Yep. So if anywhere in the world, if I get something shipped from China, they just signed a deal with China. Okay, or they're about to. I'll still get charged. So if you get something from Shein, like the ladies, like always fucking do, €3 per item on top of it. So the actual charge for the items, it's gonna be more than the items. A lot of women are buying.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And they were saying how, it's not a tariff. It's like, you motherfucker, it is.
Well, no, yeah. Yeah, that's not a tariff. That's your own. That's your own European Union fucking you. Like, god damn.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were like really, really bitching about Trump, but they just done something which is as bad, if not worse.
Oh, worse. That I would think that would be worse. That would be akin to if Trump had, like I said, had enacted tariffs between state lines. That would be the same thing. You know. Fuck.
I'm shocked they're doing it because they've been the big news up here is the European Union's been begging us to come over and join. They want us out of NAFTA or USMC, whatever you guys want to call the deal, and they want us to come join the European Union.
Well, if you did,
and we're like going,
then any those charges wouldn't apply. Because
we're kind of going, yeah, it's really nice, but we're North American. We're not European.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The EU is falling apart. So after like the global, 2008, 2009 collapse, like North America kind of went outwards with their economy, while the EU shrunk and kept restricting. So back then, EU and say US, for example, were almost neck and neck. US is like 1 or 2% ahead. Now the US is like 200% ahead on production of everything. They just kill themselves.
No.
Anyway, don't matter.
All right. So
Well, let's play some games, people.
before we get started, Wind, you had to leave early last week, so Wind gets 4,712 XP. First off. And Wind gets 1 hero point.
Woohoo!
And Wind also gets 22 copper pieces. Oh, yes, you're zombie. Fucking zombie.
You just couldn't let that go, could you?
I gave you the chance to kill me. You had that chance.
We always have that chance. Keep that in mind.
Right. Yes, it's just waiting.
Actually, I think our Technoblade, I think his character in like a level or 2 can also raise dead.
Possibly, yeah.
Can't remember what class he is.
He's a wizard.
So, some more zombies! Yay!
I'm just saying,
Oh,
you
number
need an heirloom elemental and a small army of zombies so you can have a meat tornado.
Level 4. Okay.
So, welcome to Town on the Edge of Shadow, the official Braunhaven Summer of Siege game for the Trollord Games summer event, where we're just flooding the internet with everything Castles and Crusades and amazing adventures, siege engine games, and we are playing Castles and Crusades. Where we left off, so. Boy, these guys have learned a bunch of stuff. They learned that evidently on the prime material plane, they died. Yep, they cacked it, and something went awry. And all of the rumors and conjecture that of the various, I guess you could say, spiritual and religious practices of the known world are mostly true. That when you die, your soul crosses over the veil, which is akin to the ethereal plane. It crosses over the veil and is hopefully guided, and it makes its way into the Shadow Realm. When you are in the Shadow Realm, it is said that you then basically start to live a life very similar to what you would see in the prime material plane. These guys have learned that that's not exactly true. Yes, there are people that are living a life here, but the longer that you stay in the Shadow Realm, the more that you forget about your time on the prime material plane. And the other downside is that you also are constantly hunted by these lesser demonic entities in the form of the Night Terrors, the Shades, and the Jesters. And they've learned that they are indeed dead. This is unfortunately how they got here. They visited a Shadow Elf village who were kind enough, the elder there was kind enough to give them kind of a primer on what it means to be dead and how this all works. And so they have decided that they were going to make their way back to the town. And once they got back to the town, they were going to try and collect the people and make a run for the coastline, the ferry launch on the River Styx. And so that's where we left off. But when they entered the town, they could hear the sounds of calliope music once more, and they realized that it is getting towards sundown, and the Jesters have brought the Carnival to town and set up on the edge of town, and all of the townspeople were making their way to the Carnival. None of them seemed particularly thrilled to be going to the Carnival. Kind of like when you have to go to the county fair and you have to you're not. I mean, you want to go to the fair, but at the same time, you're not all that happy about going to the fair because you know that the ticket prices are going to be outrageous, and who the hell wants to pay $28 for a fucking pretzel? But that's the way these people look, and so they are kind of, you know, slowly meandering their way towards the carnival, and that's where you guys. That's where we're starting with have approached the edge of the carnival. Now, where this is located is about the same spot where you originally came off of the old Ruddy Road and into the town. And if you remember, when you turned around, the old Ruddy Road had disappeared and the tree line had closed up behind you, and there was no sign that there was a road there at all. And that's where this carnival has set up as well. So, as you kind of come into the carnival, you can see that there are a number of well, I mean, you can see that there's a number of tents. There are seemingly different attractions. Let me pull up my master map. That's the one. So you see that there are a number of different attractions. There are jesters. They they are creepy, short little beings, more or less dressed up as clowns, I guess. It would be it would kind of like if you see some of these black and white photographs of you know, people going to a fair or a carnival from like the late 1920s through the late 1930s, and the costumes that the people wore at those events were not cute or funny or even colorful. They were mostly terrifying. They were like, oh my god, no wonder children had this phobia of clowns. And so this is kind of a general gist of
Oh my god.
what these jesters look like. Yeah, they're lovely, and they're banging on cymbals and playing flutes and all manner of craziness. And everybody can make a wisdom attribute check. Wow, you guys are just blasting them today.
Yeah, we're
That's
making
not
up for all
seven
those
people.
times we messed up.
So everybody but Wind. But so Wind is basically taking in the ambiance of everything. um, so Brogan. Need to wrote it down. That is specific. There it is. So Brogan, you're on the other side of this cage here. Of course, with the Finnegan zombie on the other side, and you notice. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, odd 3. There is a person, looks, one of the random townspeople, perhaps, or not somebody that you have met or know. It would be an assumption that they're from the town. It could be from somewhere else, but they are in this cage, and the cage is small enough that they are kind of hunched over. They can't even sit upright, and you note that their mouths are his mouth is sewn shut with gut twine, and his wrists are cuffed in iron shackles behind his back. The ankles have similar cuffs that are causing him to be, if he were to get away, he'd be hobbled. And he's trapped inside this cage, and the cage is locked with a large, what appears to be an iron padlock.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, and he starts to rattle around.
Nod your head if you want out of there.
Oh yeah, he nods.
All right, I grab my hatchet. Well, what's the cage made out of itself?
Let's see. The cages themselves are just made out of wood, with iron fittings. So that
if I grab a hatchet, would it be easier to try to break the lock or the cage itself? What would I expect?
I would guess probably the cage itself would be easier.
All right, so if it's got...
I attempt to stop him so that it doesn't make noise and try to pick the lock first.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's good point. Good point.
Okay, so Wind, you can go ahead and make an open locks check.
I am going to go ahead and keep my heavy crossbow out in case I decide to make a shoot somebody dead. So
Wind is over there picking the lock. Wind is successful. He gets the padlock unlocked. It doesn't seem like it's particularly complicated, and you're able to open the gate to this cage. Like I said, we'll come back to you as far as unlocking the shackles and on his wrists and ankles, and then you can probably figure something out about the gut twine that has sewed his lips shut. Owen.
Yep.
Let me look at this. There's so much going on in this map. It's not that big of a map, but there's just a lot going on here. So, Owen, you over here, you see that this tent, you can see that there are a number of townspeople that are kind of going in and out of this tent, and you note that some of those people, you've watched a couple of them walk in, and some of them then come back out with stuff. Like they have purchased something from inside this tent, and you can hear from inside the tent the barking of a of a carnival barker that is offering deals on just about anything that is available on the tables. It's evidently some kind of carnival market.
Okay, I will turn to Holgram and say, there's something going on in that tent. They seem to be selling something, but with what, I do not know. Perhaps we should investigate. I whisper this because we're right beside each other. I don't want any, outsider or any of the jesters to hear, just in case.
Yeah, there's jesters all over the place in here.
Yeah,
I agree, but I agree with them. So we'll take care of it. But first, I want to block the line of sight of this guy, so he can't see what our friends are up to. So just give me a second. I'm gonna want to stand like around here. So if he was looking to see what was going on over there, he'd just see me, not the gauge.
So the jester, he does. It doesn't appear that he saw what's going on, but what you do note is what he is saying, and you see that this is kind of this roughshod ring has been set up. And the jester is saying, "Come one, come all, see the death-defying abilities of our courtly jesters. Will they hit, or will Tarlo hit the person, or will they be entirely successful? Who wants to take on the great Tarlo?" So he says, and then he turns and he points to you, Holgram, and he says, "You! Are you brave enough to take on the great Tarlo? Tarlo is the champion of the Carnival boxing ring." And he says, "You seem to be exactly the sort to become the new champion of the Carnival. Come, take on Tarlo." When you look at Tarlo, there's a couple of things that you realize. The first thing is that your immediate suspicion is that he is a werebore. The other thing that you note is that he's not here. He may be the champion, but he's not here willingly. He
Okay.
is. He's got a collar with sharp spikes that are kind of pointed up, so he has a hard time moving his head or neck. And he is slightly hobbled by injuries on his ankles, and there are shackled. His ankles are shackled with a longer chain, but he is still hobbled. It would be your guess that he is entirely enslaved, and he's going to take a penalty to any attacks.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight him. It's not my style. I'm just going to stand there and just kind of look. No, I'll make some excuse like I'll wait for the next one. I'm just going to stand there so he can't see what my friends are doing.
Okay. Morvax. So from where Morvax is standing. Oh. Morvax, of course, stepped away. So Brogan and Wind. Wind, you can make another lockpick check.
Be quiet about this. We gotta be quiet.
Hmm. Okay, so you are able to pick the locks on the shackles, and how do you guys want to deal with the fact that this individual's lips are sewn shut?
I'm
I
staying
say we
guard.
take care of that right not here, because he might decide to be like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," and yell and ruin things. So I'm like, I do like a shush motion, and maybe we move him away from here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could take him just a little ways out of the fairgrounds here, or the carnival grounds, and however you want to deal with it. I don't know if you want to just. It's just gut twine, so I mean, you could, if you were careful, use your dagger to kind of, or a knife to kind of cut the twine, and he can then open his mouth. He's gonna have some interesting holes on his lips for a while, but
he likes his piercings, maybe.
yes. All right. So yeah, Brogan and Wind kind of escort this guy a little ways away, and deal with his situation, and they have released this person that was, and he just takes off running for the town.
I look at my friend and go, point to the tent and goes, "If you want to go, I'll go with you."
I'm sorry, do what now?
I look over at my friend and I say, "If you want to go to the tent, I'll go with you now."
Ah?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was absolutely going to do that.
Yeah, totally going with you. I'm not letting you go alone.
Yeah, I guess I was going to walk by, say, "I'm going to the tent," and then walk in.
I feel like we can go now. Now their friends have done their bit. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we could move you guys into the tent. So this tent is indeed like a market. It is it is open up here and here, allowing people to kind of come in. And there are several tables that are laid out, and you immediately, how can I, if you've ever walked into like a flea market, like one of the big flea markets where you had to pay, entrance fee to get in, as like it was a major, event. It's like that. So you see like all of these tables that are set up, and they are pretty much filled with what most people would deem as junk. And each item has a small paper tag that is tied to it with a little piece of yarn. And there's a price listing of how much the item is, in copper pieces. And there is a jester that is sitting at a table with a small iron box, kind of in the back here. He's got an iron lock box, and you can see people that are going up and purchasing items and paying him with these copper coins that you have run across. And next to the jester, there's a small cabinet that you can see is filled with, it seems like it's filled with some rations. There's a small keg of ale. There is a sign that says that a water skin can be filled for 2 copper pieces. 1 week of rations is 4 copper pieces. And then there's just a plethora of items for sale. Holgrim, roll a d10.
10, rest Jester.
A 10.
Critical hit. Blew that now.
So the first item that catches your eye, as you and Owen have entered into this tent, you see on the table that a wooden clog is for sale for the left foot, and the price on it is 1 copper piece. There is no other matching clog. There's just one for the left foot. Owen, you can roll a d10.
Yes, sir. 9.
Oh, so you find well, hold on a second, because this one's kind of specific.
He's gone.
Mm. There we go. How is this described? It is not. So you find a small, very plain, silver ring. It's no engraving, no adornment. It's just a plain silver ring. There's no inscription on it whatsoever. And it has a little tag, and it says that it costs 20 copper pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this gesture creature man thing.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna call them. Is there any other price beyond the copper price for these items?
He says, no, we only take the copper.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, can I concentrate on this item a little more?
You do
That I see
whatever
a point to the ring.
you can do whatever you need to do.
Could I try and discern magic upon it?
Sure. And it glows with
Okay.
a fairly
Does it-
strong aura.
Okay. Does it have any particular color aura, or is it just general aura?
Yeah, they don't. They didn't really do the whole colors thing until I honestly didn't run into the colors of the different auras until I think about 4th edition D&D. Before that, it was just like, is it magic? Yep or no. It's like it was completely
exactly the same.
binary. So
this
yeah,
is me to be a sneaky little fecker.
yeah. No, there are no colors
playing.
of the aura. It is just a very plain ring that is glowing with a very strong magical aura under discern magic.
And I do the same upon the clog that my friend is just after looking at as well.
Nope, it's just a wooden clog.
Okay.
I roll a
I'm gonna
natural 10 and all I get's a shoe, and you roll a 9 and you get
What?
a magic ring.
Well, and I know
uh,
I remember exactly where the idea of the wooden clog came from, because so my wife and I, every once in a while, we have thrift stores up here called Goodwill, And we went to Goodwill. We like to just peruse because every once in a while you find something that's a good buy. And they had a cowboy boot for the left foot for sale. And I was like, this is a fairly nice cowboy boot, and it might even fit me, but where's the other boot? And I looked all over that damn store. There was no second boot. It was one single left cowboy boot sitting on the rack. And I'm like, did a one-legged man come in here and say, "Oh, I only need one," and purchase it, and that was that? So I don't know, but that's where the idea for that came from. But yeah, no, the wooden clog is completely normal.
That's hilarious. So I have 24 gold in total. Silver, sorry, not silver, copper. Oh my god, copper. I will give the 20 over.
Okay.
In exchange for this.
Yeah.
So I'll subtract that now. And I go in my little coin purse, so like 1, 2, and then I get the 20 and I give it to him and I'll push it across. The ring, please, sir.
Yeah, he hands you this ring.
Okay. I will grab it and I'm gonna hold it like this. One ring to rule.
My precious.
Okay. Come back to me.
Okay. So
I'm
Morvax.
gonna be really brave or really stupid or really amazing. We'll figure it out.
So yes, I mean, you don't necessarily have to resist the urge to steal.
So we have win for. I mean, I didn't say that a lot, did I? Fallon can't say things like that.
So what you're saying is, if I cut a hole in the side of this tent and reach in and grab something,
I will be like Sergeant Schultz and see nothing. I see nothing. You guys didn't watch Hogan Heroes as a kid? No? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my god, that's
I
been
just
a
didn't
long
like your
time.
rendition of Schultz. That was the problem, really.
What's that?
It was a poor attempt.
To be Schultz, sorry.
I saw nothing.
I saw nothing.
What you did. Yeah.
So Morvax, you see that this tent over here. You see that this is kind of. It looks like a big top circus tent, more or less, and there is a carnival barker out front that is yelling out, "Come on, come out! See the death-defying abilities of our courtly jesters. Will they hit this poor man? Nobody knows. If you are faint of heart, now may be the time for you to close your eyes tight. If this gentleman makes it through the big show, we'll grant each of you 2 copper coins to give to the boatman."
What?
All right. I see anything of note at the other tents?
Well, this tent is kind of blocking your vision. You would have to kind of move at least up to here to see anything. Oh, that's weird. I have a ghost Owen. Huh. No, it is getting creepy. Yeah, I see it. I see a ghost Owen right here.
I'm gonna flop out my wings and fly up to about 30 feet and just like fly. Just look around.
Okay. Let's see. What else
So
can
if I
you
fly up-
see?
So I can technically only get to about here because I flew up 30 feet.
Okay. So you see a couple of other things. This tent. Well, you see another large tent. This one here, and it is. You can see that there are. Again, there are a number of carnival barkers out front, and you can see them kind of attempting to get people to come into the tent. And unlike the other carnival barkers, they're not advertising what the event is. These guys are much pushier than that. They are actually grabbing people by the arm and being like, no, come into the tent and see the attraction, and like pulling them into the tent as people are trying to, resist going in. They are mostly successful with a lot of people, though.
So I'm assuming scattered around here there are villagers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there are townspeople meandering around. The market tent has probably there's at least 4 people walking around shopping in the market tent. You can see that there are like 11 people kind of looking into the big top tent, deciding whether or not to go in. I mean, the townspeople, most if not all of the town is here at the carnival.
So there's like 20 or 30 people probably total somewhere in there.
Yeah, maybe as high as 50.
Weren't we told in the beginning though that the jesters come into town and only take certain people? They don't let everybody come?
So, no. You were told that the jesters, when the carnival does come to town, which is evidently far more frequent than most people would like, 2 things happen. The first thing that happens that is most noticeable to the townsfolk is that usually a number of people end up going, probably anywhere from 5 to 10 people just seem to go missing. There doesn't seem to be there was no combat or anything like that. They just vanish. The other thing that happens is that the jesters will sometimes carry with them some kind of note or letter that is sealed, eyes only, for one particular person from the town, and they will give that to the person, and the person will read it. They close it back up and then silently go back to wherever they're living in the town, pack up their things, and leave. And they always leave via the North Road.
All right. As I'm flying, I'll kind of take note that Wind is hiding and doing probably some shady shit behind a tent. And I'm going to be flying in the general direction of the ringmaster. I'm assuming he kind of stands out and looks like he's authoritarian figure.
Yeah, he is a jester wearing like a bright red, shiny sequined kind of tuxedo jacket with shiny black pants that are covered in sequins. Like, he went nuts with a bedazzler, and he's got the big silk top hat, but he's like he's probably shorter than a gnome. All of these jesters are tiny people. They make Peter Dinklage look like the Hulk.
Yeah, so Zombie Finnegan's kind of walking under me, and I'm up flying towards the ringmaster, and that's my turn.
Okay. So, Wind, what are you doing back here behind the tent?
I'm going to attempt to cut a small slit to look inside and see what I can see.
Okay. So, I forgot how much shit I put in the carnival. I'm like, I'm having to click the free spin wheel on my mouse to go up and back and forth between pages. Like, oh yeah, I need to get back down here. Wind, roll a d10.
Got to be careful about this. Got to be careful.
So you see what appears to be, I mean, you kind of, you cut a small slit and you look in, and you can see that within reach, if you were to reach your hand through the slit that you just cut, you could grab it. There is what appears to be an old, probably brass, polished up. It'll look like fancy jewelry, but it is a locket with a chain, and the locket on the table is open, and there is a small painting of a man inside the locket, and there's a price tag on it that says 1 copper piece.
Oh, damn, just 1 copper piece? That's almost worth just buying outright. the risk isn't worth the reward there. I'd rather just go inside and okay. But it does pique my interest, and now I want to walk in and see if there's anything worth stealing while I look around.
Okay. So you can.
Because now I feel like that locket might be the thing the witch wanted, that one lady wanted.
So you step in. Go ahead and roll another.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll another d10.
My man's thinking.
So this one is something that may be of actual use to you. You find an old rusty bullseye lantern that has one of the shutters over the bullseye is broken and missing, and it has a paper tag on it that says 5 copper pieces.
Okay. I will buy the locket outright for the 1 copper piece.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, hey, well, we don't know what the locket looks like for the lady. I'm like, maybe this is it. And I'm like, you're trying to sell a broken thing for 5 copper pieces? Best I'll do you is 3.
Go and roll a charisma check.
I don't have that.
I don't even have a charisma score. What are you talking about?
-4.
And the jester kind of stands up on the stool that he's propped up on, and he goes, "No, you pay the full price. No welchers in here."
Are you trying to intimidate me? I feel like you're trying to intimidate me.
Don't make me call security.
Think they'll get here in time if you do.
You'll be wishing that they didn't.
Oh, fine, I'll take the locket. But I would like to tell someone in my party about the lantern and be like, I saw a cool lantern in there. I mean, do we want it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bullseye lantern. Beats candles and torches. So I've always said, I mean, if you are kitting, and this is especially true for first level, if you're kitting out your character at first level, right? And like, let's say that you have enough starting gold that you can actually purchase, like a Dungeoneer's expert backpack. It would be in your benefit to also purchase a bullseye lantern, because if you look at how long a torch will burn versus how long a lantern will burn with a pint of oil, it's more cost effective to buy the lantern. Now this is of course coming from an OSR mindset of you have to count all your rations, you have to count all your torches, your arrows, bolts, etc., how much water you're carrying. And I'm somewhere in the middle of all of that, because I vastly hate all of the math, the chunky math into monitoring every ounce of encumbrance. And I'm not going to police my characters or my players' character sheets. I just these game masters on X that are like, oh, I have to look over every character sheet in my games to make sure nobody's cheating. Like, you're wasting your time, because if they are cheating, it's only themselves that are losing out on the actual gaming experience. You know what I mean? They're the only ones that are going to be missing out. So you are wasting your time policing everybody else's character sheet. So I'm just saying that the lantern overall will last longer than the torches will.
Does its light go farther or anything? Or does it, like the bullseye, does it mean like I can target the light in one direction better?
You can target the light in one direction. Now, of course, this one will have a bit of a problem. So instead of being a tight beam going in one direction, it'll be one, like the left side will be a tight beam and the right side will just be a huge arc of light.
Ah, yes, because the shutter.
Right.
I will take the locket and go back to the party and tell them about the lantern. I'm like, hey, I mean, have we actually needed a lantern? Have we been anywhere really dark where we need light like that? Other than where the cave we started in?
That's true. That is a good point.
If you get stuck outside, maybe. That's the other thing. No shelter.
You're supposed to buy things before you need it, not after.
Right? Yes. Yes, if you're buying something after you need it. Yes.
Better to have it, not need it, than to need it and not have it.
That's like that's my call sign. You know, we're getting ready to go on a camping trip. Oh, that might be something handy. And then you get up on the mountain and you're like, shit, I should have bought that because now I can't do this one thing that I need to do, and I'm having to jury rig something to get it to work right. Should have spent that $10. But whatever. That happens to me every camping trip. I should have bought that when I saw it. So yeah, I mean, you can see Holgrim and Owen compared to the other townspeople, and of course the Jesters. These two guys stand out. So the three of you see each other in the market tent.
Mm-hmm.
What is Brogan outside doing?
Brogan is deciding not to get too involved in things. He doesn't trust a damn thing going on here.
Right.
So he keeps his trigger finger ready, you know. So he is just going to kind of walk on over here, kind of see what's going on. I would like to, I guess, just kind of stare at these other crates and see if they're filled yet or whatever.
Let's see. Yeah, there are 4 other crates. Is that right? Yes. There are 4 other crates. Let's see. Nope. No. No. Close, but no. So these other 4 crates here, this one back here, and this one are all empty. But you do see this barrel-topped wagon over here, kind of tucked between these 2 bigger tents. And there is a sign. Let me see. Yeah, there's a simple wooden sign hanging over the door leading into this, like a gypsy style barrel top wagon. And there's a sign over it that says Madame Jeva.
Yeah, sorry, not heading over there right now. Rule number 1 of any RPG: do not split the party, right? And don't go to tents or by yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's the fastest
I'm
way
not
through
here
the
to see
dungeon.
no madams. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
At least not right now. I'll wait till
Rule
the
number
party
2.
kind of.
She might be your type, though.
It's been my experience, though, that
It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
But
She
I
might be your
am
type.
not getting my lips tied up in gut beads. Sorry, not happening.
But it's been my experience that if you steal the madam, it's usually the better theft, because it's always a 3-for-1 kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Yeah. Pass.
So, what's Morvax doing?
Well, I will fly 50 feet. My lovely leprechaun will walk 20 feet. And yeah, I'm still just making my way towards the ringmaster.
Okay. Yeah, and he's still, this ringmaster is barking out and trying to get people interested in watching whatever show he's got going on in the big top tent. And it's the same thing over and over. Something to do with, whether or not the death-defying abilities of the Jesters will hit the poor man in the tent. But he doesn't really elaborate much on what that exactly means. He's just like, come one, come all. And you can see some of the townspeople are going into the tent. And they are charging, I believe they're charging something, aren't they? Evidently not. The show in the big top tent is free.
Nice.
Owen, roll a d10.
Okay. D10. Here we go. 7.
A 7. So you find another little trinket. You find a small bag that is filled with jacks and a hard red rubber ball, and it has a tag on it that says 1 copper piece.
I will look to Holgrim and I'll point out the bag. And then I'm going to say to him, my friend, I think you know what I should do, what I must do. Curiosity and all. Take the tag off, and I'll put on the one ring.
Okay.
Wait, dying.
Okay.
It's an adventure game, guys. You have to do stupid things to have an adventure.
That's right. That's right.
So
Okay, carry on.
So if you're,
Every party needs
there
one of those
there
guys.
is an application for this. They already thought it up. So essentially, you're doing a sleight of hand. However, you're not a rogue. So what does that mean? That means
We're screwed.
it's not, well, I mean, likely yes, but it's not as bad as you might think. I believe, yep, it's a pickpocket check. So go ahead and roll a dexterity attribute check. However, because you're not a rogue, you cannot add your level to it.
Okay, so putting the ring on that I bought, I have to do.
So are you?
pickpocket.
Are you, I thought you were putting the price tag on the ring.
Oh no! I assumed like I got the ring and had the price tag on it.
Right.
So I was like taking that off.
Okay.
Of the ring I bought, and then putting the ring on my finger.
Okay. So you put the ring on.
Okay.
And
Invisible?
no.
It's an annihilation sphere and eats his
Grow
hand.
another arm.
No, your AC goes up by 1. It is a ring of armor plus 1.
Sweet.
I feel more dexterous in a way.
Yes. I can move really fast and not get hit by things. Well, not really fast, just slightly faster. Holgrim, roll a d10.
Okay.
1.
A 4.
And I found the other clog.
No. You on the table you find an old rusty, obviously because it's rust, it's iron. You find a rusty dagger that has a chipped blade, and there's a price tag on it for 2 copper pieces.
I go over to where my friend Wynn is, and I go to the man that's the little jester, and I go, so how much for this? And I point to the lantern. How much for the lantern again?
It's 5 copper pieces.
The lantern's 5 copper pieces?
Yes.
Are you sure it's 5 copper pieces? And then I kind of smile, use my charisma.
Okay, go ahead and make a charisma check.
Finally. Don't
That
blow
one.
it, Alan.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
And I was 17. I gotta burn her. Should I burn a hero cookie on this? Let's see
Yeah,
how many
you're
hero
like,
cookies I have.
are you sure it's 5 copper pieces? And you give him a wry smile, and the jester says, yes, I'm positive it's 5 copper pieces.
Let He just checks how many hero cookies do I have? Is it worth it?
It was
I might
good.
have to try a sleight of hand.
It was good
Just
enough
keep the
that
tag on the deed.
the jester, after he says, yeah, I'm positive it's 5 copper pieces, he then looks over just to make sure and checks the tag. Yep, it's 5 copper pieces.
I look at my friend Win and go, sorry, it's 5 copper pieces.
Wind, you can roll a d10 as well. So, you found something really good. You find a stick. Looks like it's a very straight stick. It's obvious the bark on that was once on it has been removed, and it's been slightly sanded down, but it's very straight. And there's a tag, a piece of string with a tag on it. It says 10 copper pieces.
Where's my friend that can look at magic stuff? Wait, can you do that too, or just him?
Just him, I can't. I'm useless to you, unfortunately, unless we get into a fight.
I can look
You
at
want
magic stuff. I just couldn't tell you if it's magical or not. I can also look at birds and cats and dogs.
Now,
Out of
keep
Can
in
I use
mind-
my appraise skill to see if it's
Hey.
special or if it's just a stick?
Sure, go ahead and make an appraise check.
I don't know shit about it.
Your best guess scenario is that this is some kind of wand. You note that it does taper kind of to a very slender tip, not quite a point, but it does taper from one end. It is conical from one end to the other.
Okay, I want to walk out of the tent, find a rock, use a sling, and hit what's his name that's flying to get his attention.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make a range attack with your sling. What's Morvax?
that'll hit.
Okay, so Morvax, you take 1 point of damage. You're like, ow, and you notice that Wind is like motioning to you from the ground.
Told you we could kill you later anytime.
I open my mouth. and
How
you
perfect
see-
that the damage was a 1, though.
Right?
You
Nice,
see, I'm about to
nice.
acid hit you, but I realize you're a friend, and I don't acid hit you. For now.
Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Didn't you hear me yelling your name? I
I
say,
don't
having
care
never
much
yelled
for
your name
flying
once.
up here.
I mean, what this stick is?
It's a glorious stick. All men know of walking in the woods and finding a good stick.
It's exactly what I thought, but they say something tells me this stick is better than just a regular stick. I mean,
What?
not as good as my stick, but it's still a good stick.
It's a mimic stick. It will turn into anything it wants. It eats your hands.
Nice.
We haven't ran into a single
Yeah.
mimic yet. It's gonna happen. Mimics
You
work
haven't run
so
into a
well in a
what?
horror setting. A mimic.
I
Those
ran into
dreaded mimic
one
toilet.
mimic
Yeah.
a long time ago in my gaming, but I've only run into one in all my gaming.
Mimics are really good for making horror because it's like you have them like stick as like a fake door handle and stuff like that.
Yeah, the challenge is I once played with a DM that everything turned into a mimic and it just got really kind of, it's like, dude, you could do it once or twice, but
Oh yeah,
it was, it was like, dude, is that your go-to? You know, come on.
You got to be creative with the mimic. You can't just be like,
Yep,
everything's a
yep,
mimic.
yep.
Yeah, I had when I was working at the game shop, I had a table that I was running a game, a 5th edition game for, and there was one kid there that assumed that literally everything that they ran into was a mimic, and I had never, I'd never once used a mimic on him. And the funniest part about that is that after he played in like 4 or 5 years worth of my games, I finally then used a mimic, and it ended up killing him. Like, that was the one time that he
Dang.
wasn't suspecting it. And so, that worked out.
Like
It's
the
pretty funny.
Spanish Inquisition. No one expects it.
Right. Or, he had cried wolf so many times he didn't even believe himself. So, so yeah, Wind, you highly suspect that this thing is a wand.
So you run out the front of the tent, then shoot me with a sling?
So, yeah, I mean, Wind gets your attention.
Alright, so is Wind like over in this area then?
I-
Or is he back here?
He probably stepped out here and hucked a sling bolt at you.
Alright, if I can move out, my zombie will still walk as slow as 20 feet at a time. I'll fly 30 feet. Now I'm going to be floating just 10 feet in front of him.
Okay.
Or I'm 5 feet in front of him, but I'm 10 feet off the ground. I can just look in his vague direction, and I can shotgun blast discern magic.
Yeah, it glows. I would say, so this particular one, the aura, it's not necessarily a particular color, but the aura that is glowing from the stick is definitely of divine magic.
I'm just going to look at him and say, it's a magic stick. That's what you get for shooting with a sling. I guarantee you it's magical, and I'm definitely not playing a trick on you.
You with my magic.
You know, I could have aimed for something more important, like between your legs. I was just trying to get your attention. I called your name like 10 times.
You don't know what us have between our legs.
The necromancer always has his Beats by Dre headphones on, listening to goth music.
I'll go like this. Let me give you a hand, and I'll have the little hand walk and sit on my hand and try to hand it to you. Do you want a hand? Yes, the dad joke made your head shake.
I like how it was a sick little monster. That was
I'm gonna go
All you
talk to
hear.
this ringmaster.
Okay. What are you? So you're gonna go interrupt his carnival barking. What are you saying?
Well, am I able to do that right now? Because I just moved 50 feet to go talk to.
No, go for it.
All right, yeah, I will move and land. I'll land somewhat coolish, I guess, right in front of him.
You're gonna do the superhero drop. That's really bad on your knees.
No, I got bad knees. I'll just kind of land and like strike a pose, and then have my wings go underneath my cloak, and it's like, "You are the ringmaster."
He says, "Yes, yes. You should come in. You will enjoy the show."
I have a question. So we're betting on if a man dies, yes? Or is it just that he completes?
It's not really a gamble.
What do you do with the corpses afterwards in case something bad happens?
oh, you sick bastard.
It's like
What?
they get tossed wherever. Sometimes we load them into the cart and take them with us.
May I have a couple? And I would love to go and take my friends with me to go watch your show.
He says, well, yeah, I suppose you could have one or two. 4 copper pieces.
How many?
4.
4 pieces for a corpse that you would even just dispose of on the ground?
I said that I said that I would dispose of some of them. The other ones are quite handy. But if you want them, they're 4 copper pieces.
What if I trade you the armor of my dead leprechaun that's slowly walking towards us? It's fairly expensive.
Go ahead and make a charisma check on that.
I mean, my charisma is not the best.
I will give you a +3 on that.
Oh, I got an at 20.
Oh, well. And he says, well, you have a deal. I'll give you 2 dead bodies for that nasty looking leprechaun's armor.
It's a nice set of ring mail, and it's all yours.
Yeah, he'll take it for 2 corpses.
And I will shake his. Is he so he's also like really
I never
small
thought
too,
I'd hear
right?
that.
Yeah, these guys are like 3 feet tall.
So yeah, I'll lean
Like
down and like shake
they're
his
like
hand.
the super midgets, kind of like the guy from like Beyond Thunderdome, Master Blaster, that kind of midget. Like,
Well, my guy's 6'7", so like I will like go to like a knee and then like shake his hand.
okay, so you're gonna be
And
overly
say-
dramatic about it. Now you're being patronizing.
No, I'm very tall. It's hard for me to bend over so far. But yes, me and Finnegan will come and watch your show with great joy.
And you see, so he takes the armor, and he turns around and he snaps his fingers towards this jester here, and one of them, they come waddling over, and he hands them the armor, and he says, "You're gonna need to get another one." And so you see him kind of walk back over. He places the armor somewhere just inside the door of the tent, and then he goes out, picks a townsperson, and just kind of grabs them by the wrists and drags them into this tent.
Why are some people being drugged into that tent up there?
Don't know.
You're the ringmaster. How do you not know?
He says, you will have to go see the attraction. I can't tell all the secrets.
That is a fair point.
That will ruin the fun.
Well, let me ask, where can I pick up these temporarily dead people?
He says, after the show in the big top, then you can collect your 2 corpses.
Okay. And yeah, I'll look and wave to the rest of the group, be like, "Come on, let's go watch the show. It's gonna be fun."
Okay, Brogan, you can see Morvax waving to you, yelling something about going and watching the show.
Oh, I know he needs backup. I know that for a fact. So I'll go in as his backup.
Okay, what are you doing?
I don't remember. I missed the end of the last week, so I just want to know, like, are we trying to save up our copper coins, or are we fine with using them? Because if so, I'll buy this wand. I don't know if anybody can use it. Do we have a magic user in our group?
Yeah,
You
you've
can
got.
at least
Talk
two.
to me.
Yeah, Morvax is a necromancer, and
Technoblade's a wizard, isn't he?
yeah, Morgosh is a wizard.
Yeah.
But I mean, he said that it is glowing with a divine magic. So your divine people are Owen and Holgrim. I mean, Holgrim can't cast spells yet, though.
Can someone who can't cast spells use a wand?
Now, theoretically,
Why don't you let me take care of it for you?
it says.
Because you left.
I'm getting us some information and supplies.
So technically, no. I was looking over the rogue to see, because in some games like 5e or even 3rd edition, especially at a certain level, rogues could use magical devices. That doesn't seem to be a part of the rogue in CNC. The closest that they would get would be able to decipher script, and that includes arcane and magic. So they can read it. I don't think they can cast it. Yeah, it says if successful, they can read the spell but not cast it. So, oh, that's funny. Ability cannot be used to decipher divine scrolls. Interesting.
Oh.
So Yeah, I mean, it's divine, so your most likely candidate would be Owen.
And we weren't trying to save our coins, right? Other
Maybe
than
we
like enough for us to get by.
Well, it was my understanding one of the reasons to go back to the town is that they were going to try and actually shepherd all these people across the river across the river
I'm
Styx.
keeping my coin for that. I'm keeping my coin for that. To be quite honest, that was my plan to go back and shepherd people. So I'm not going to be wasting my coin. You guys do what you want with yours. I know what I'm doing with mine.
Sleight of hand it is.
Nice.
Sure, go ahead and make a pickpockets check. Oof. Oof. So, you go to try and lift the stick, and you quickly pull your hand back, just as the jester that is running the lockbox in the market kind of waddles past you, and you quickly pull your hand back. I'm not doing nothing. He doesn't seem to notice that you were trying to lift it.
I would like to hold it and examine it and do all the things and just look like I'm really discerning about the wand.
Okay. All right. So you are
And
kind of you're holding it and acting as though you are going over it with a fine-tooth comb kind of situation. Holgrim, what are you doing?
Holgrim's just sticking here with his friends. Although I do eventually, I'm going to tell them that once you guys are done shopping, I want to go free the werebore.
Oh. What about Owen? I would say that from outside you can hear Morvax calling you guys, wanting you to come watch whatever's going on in the big top.
I'm coughing. I have the hiccups at the same time.
I hate it when that happens.
oh, that hurt.
At least you didn't fart.
Yeah.
I'm going to trifecta.
I nearly pooped my pants. So
Right.
Shark.
I'll go over and have a look at the scroll. Just see what I can eye it.
There's no scroll. It's this wand.
Oh, it's the wand.
Yeah.
It's the wand. I'll go over to the wand and I'll see if I can recognize any runes or symbols upon it, which might indicate.
So looking this thing over, you towards the thicker end, you do find some very small holy symbols, and they are holy symbols of Janus.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will say that this wand has some holy symbols of Janus. Perhaps it could be useful against fighting these creatures that we've come across.
I forgot to add my level properly. I didn't change the level on my roll. My character sheet still says level 3, not level 4.
Okay, so yes, with a 12, you would succeed, and you have lifted this wand. Owen, you find another one of these sticks, but this one's a little different. It's not long and slender like the one that Wind found. It actually has 2 other branches that come off of it and kind of zigzag forth. So it's got almost like a trident, but it's short. It's maybe a foot long total.
This is clearly meant to find water. You know, the whole stick thing.
Yes, dousing. Yeah. My dad, I remember growing up, my dad fully believed that dowsing rods were a real thing. Like, no, seriously, they work. I'm like, sure they do, Dad. I was like 6, and I'm like, that still sounds like bullshit. I'm sorry. It's not real. Because now it's like, oh, well, when I was a kid, it was like, oh, dowsing rods, they can be used to find, water for digging a well. That was the only reason for using them. Now it's like, oh, you can use them to find ghosts. And evidently they'll point you in the direction of an alien landing craft or Sasquatch, or they'll just point out that you have, a bad aura. So dumb. Sure, it's
All
a
the hand
stick.
placement.
Yes. You're gripping them too tight. Right. Yeah, that's what the problem is. It's not anything to do with the fact that it's complete woo-woo bullshit. No, it's the fact that I'm holding them wrong. That makes perfect sense.
With that other wand, can I, or does it look like a wand, or does it just look like a stick to me?
It has been crafted, so the bark has been removed. It has been sanded down and kind of shaped, but you can tell that this was a purposely selected stick at one time.
Okay. I'm just going to eyeball it and see if I can find any runes or anything upon it that might indicate if it is magical in any way. Not necessarily clerical magic, just general magic.
Again, towards the thicker end, you find that it is stamped with 3 very tiny runes.
I will point this out to all our party members who are in here and be like, we found another one, my friends. There's 3 more runes on this, but I'm not really sure what they are.
The tag on this one is 20 copper.
Damn. So, then be like, yeah. That's a lot. I'll point this out to everyone else, and then I'm actually going to head out towards the main square. Well,
okay.
Like the end.
So where Morvax is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear him screaming and yelling.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's out here calling for you. Why can't I? This is really weird. For some reason I cannot grab Owen's token.
May need to restart Roll20.
That is a maybe. And I've got this weird ghost token of Owen. So
Uh-oh, I'm dead. Oh,
well, the ghost one looks like it might be on your GM layer.
It's not, though. It doesn't. It's not there.
Do you want me to refresh, or?
I don't think it's you. It's just very strange. Yeah, if you can move your token, that's fine.
Yeah, I can move it.
Yeah, then move him over by Morvax. Morvax is calling everybody over, and the ringmaster seems to be getting quite excited. He's evidently going to get more people to go into the big top to see this event. Brogan, what are you doing? Are you getting closer? Or are you keeping your distance, or how are you going about it?
I'll go with the group.
Okay, so Holgrim, what are you had said that you want to rescue the
I
Werebore?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna want once my friends are done, I'm gonna wander over that way.
Okay. So yeah, you can wander towards the boxing ring, and so there's this. I mean, like I said, it's just a very makeshift kind of corral that has been set up for this boxing ring.
How high's the wall?
It
holds them in.
It's maybe 3 feet. It's just enough
3
to
feet
cordon
high?
off. Yeah, it's just tall enough to cordon off this area to show that this is the boxing ring.
And how tall are these jesters again?
They're about as tall as this fence.
Okay. And the boar, how close is he to the fence?
He's just kind of standing in the middle, and he's standing uncomfortably erect because he can't slouch forward. He appears very tired, but if he slouches forward, then he's piercing his neck on the collar with the upward turned spikes. His ankles are hobbled. His wrists are hobbled. He's got shackles and chains on. He seems rather miserable.
Right. So I come up to one. So I was thinking about your boxing proposal. What do I get if I win?
He says, "Oh yes, yes, there's a grand prize. It is
A new car.
yes, the grand prize for beating Tarlo, the champion of the carnival, is 190 copper."
190 copper. He must be pretty fierce.
He's never lost a bout since we put him in the
I
ring.
don't doubt that at all. Look at him with a fine specimen.
Since
he
we
has
put
with a
him
man.
in the ring.
Yeah. So my next question is like, but sir, honor dictates that I can't fight him like that. You'll have to remove the collar and the shackles.
He
I want to
says,
see who I'm really going to fight.
go ahead and make a charisma attribute check.
Okay.
Will the paladin beat the
Oh,
Carnival? Yes, he does.
yes.
Okay. So he says, "Oh, okay, but that'll make for a much better show. I mean, he could be quite fierce. He may actually end you in the ring."
He could, but you need to go take those things off so I can see what I'm facing. I can't. I see before me a broken man. That's no challenge to me. I
So
kind of stand up. I said, "Don't you want to see our show?"
So he kind of claps his hands and says, "Yes, yes, we will have a good show." And he climbs up over the fence and comes in and starts to unlock Tarlo's wrist and ankle shackles, and then he kind of reaches up and he undoes the lock for Tarlo's neck piece. And Tarlo is then able to kind of move around, and you can kind of hear his joints popping and cracking. It's probably the most movement that he's had since the carnival was set up, possibly before. And so then the jester comes back and says, "Okay, the ring is set for a fantastic match."
Well, shouldn't he like have a chance to move around and spar? Why don't you do a quick? Let him stretch. Why don't you go help him stretch and let him get his moves on. Give him some quick practice. He's been chained up. It's no fair to me. It's no fair. It's not a challenge. He needs to be warmed up. Go warm him up a bit.
He says, "No, no, no, no. If we're going to have a show,
no.
let's have the show."
I said, "No, that's not a show. He's been chained up. Look at him. Go warm him up for me. You go over there, help, give him a quick rub down, get him some calisthenics. I want to see what I'm going to be going up against."
Go ahead, make
Come on. Do you want a show? Do you want a show or do you want a show? What do you want?
Go ahead and make another charisma check. And I was going to say you get a +3 to this.
Oh, then I made it.
Yes. So he says, "Okay, all right, fine then." And he again jumps in and he comes over.
I'm trying to make eye contact with the boar going, like, now's your time.
Okay. Let me see.
Like, not that I want to fight him. It's like, come on.
Let's see
go.
if the boar is smart enough to grok what you're putting down. It's not looking good for him. But we'll see. Oh my God, he fucking understood.
Thank you.
He
I was getting worried.
He actually understood what you are saying. And so this jester comes over and starts to try to rub him down. Let's see here. So right now he is in his hybrid mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, the Jesters had it. And I want to sweeten the deal by chucking him my iron like my that expert battle axe that no one can use. Just kind of want to toss it into the ring towards him, like so that the guy can get his hands on it. No one's looking.
So, as the Jester is trying to rub him down, he moves the tusks of his lower jaw and gores the Jester for 8 points. And the Jester just kind of lets out a scream, and you toss the axe into the ring, and it kind of lands here. And so Tarlo now picks up this old iron battle axe and starts to go to town on the Jester. However, whoop, that's not, wow. Well, I didn't need that. I clicked the wrong button. But thanks for wasting that D20. Roll 20. So for, oh, you know what, though? So that's weird. So I can double click on that token, and it lets me control it. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to try and restart this, and we will be right back.
Well, I'm not going to kill everyone. I'm just going to kill the Jesters.
The Jesters and the Ringmaster. Until the evil, powerful woman who's in that carriage comes out and kills us all, probably.
Okay, so now that I have resolved this issue, let me do this.
Holgram, I love it, just so you know.
And while this is going on, maybe Wynn can ransack the tent. I'm just thinking out loud, right?
Mr. Paladin.
Tell you,
I am not doing anything. I am only doing God's work here and freeing this poor soul.
Turning
and the other poor souls.
All right.
Now, should my friends use this opportunity to commit crimes, well, then I would be
not going
flabbergasted.
to look.
Yes. And should Bill accidentally find their liquor undefended, well,
hey, I already have some. I already got some. Remember, I got those bottles.
I know you did, and we both know there's no such thing as enough liquor bottles. You never have enough.
Amen. Amen. All right, so
whoever tells you
even though my character doesn't drink, my player agrees.
Exactly. No such thing.
So everybody give me an initiative. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? These are wrong because I rolled the wrong dice. It's it's a D10 for initiative. Oh, let's see.
I was wondering how they got a 16.
Yeah,
like,
a 14 and a 16. I was like, whew. Oh.
He just wants us to die.
I mean, we're potentially already dead, so.
Right. I mean,
better.
But is it like a double negative where if you die as you're dead, you become alive?
I think it's more of a case you get erased from existence.
I do have questions for you about that scenario because I thought about what you said, and I think there's a plot hole in your game that we have to discuss after.
Okay. All right.
Don't let me leave because there's a part in the game I think there might be a plot hole.
Okay.
Yep.
So when as Holgram has initiated or rather given the werebore the ability to more or less help himself. Most of the jesters, so these jesters up here, these jesters over here, and of course the one that is in the ring itself, are all starting to run towards the ring. You can see that the ringmaster has decided that he wants no part of this and is running into the tent, and he disappears. So, Wind, what are you doing?
I am going to hold and give one of the jesters a chance to run past me first.
Okay. So you're holding your action, waiting for a jester to run past. Owen, what are you doing?
I'm going to use Bless. So
Okay.
their allies around me will basically be blessed.
Okay.
+1 to hit.
Is that? Hold on.
Is it +1 hit, +1 AC, or? And
I think it's +1 to hit and +1 save.
So,
okay.
I think, is it?
It's and I'm using.
I get confused because there's too many games and they're all different. With
Right, that's what. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
And I play too many games.
I've got the alpha of the Adventure Spellbook. It is ranges 50 feet with a duration of 1 minute per caster level. There is no saving throw. It is affected by spell resistance, speech, hand gestures, and a holy symbol. +1 on all attribute checks, saving throws, and to hit rolls. So in a 50-foot
Nice.
radius.
Great, that'll bring me to an 8.
Hell
Are you
yeah.
counting
That is
Starlo
how
as an
big.
ally?
That is how big his bless is.
Yeah, boy, that's how
Holy
big it is.
jeez.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'm also level 4,
That's
so
a
it's
big
4 minutes.
bless.
Yeah. Let me double check something here. Is it really that big? It
That's what they
is.
all say.
It is.
Are you counting the werebore as an ally? So we know.
I would say that that question's really up to Ellen.
Sure. Let's go with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
It's defeated. It's trying to attack its captors. So.
So essentially, everybody is blessed. Possibly some of the townspeople are blessed. Everybody. This is like old school evangelical blessing. Like everybody in the auditorium is blessed. So okay, Owen throws a bless on everybody. Brogan, what are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and also hold an action that if I see anyone, because I'm not really knowing what's going on in regards to activities, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hold an action, and if in this turn one of my partners gets, I'll shoot a jester or somebody if somebody goes after one of my friends.
Sure. So you're Brogan and Wind are holding actions. Holgrim, what are you doing?
Well, since he's having fun, I look at Tolbert. I go, "You're free, my friend. Carry on." I'm going
My work
straight
here
to
is
here.
done.
I'm just going to go straight to this guy. How far? I can't go that far.
Which
I
guy?
can only go this dude. I guess I could run up to him.
Yeah, remember.
Can I run?
So
Can I do it?
you can move. It doesn't matter. So you've got your base movement, which is how far you can walk. Which for humans is 30 feet. You can double that by jogging, doubling it to 60 feet, and you can quadruple it to 120 feet by flat out running. No matter which speed you choose, you can move half the distance and make an attack. So if you're flat out running, you can move 60 feet and make an attack. And
that's what I'm going to do. Hit this guy.
My house rule is I will also allow magic users, wizards, illusionists, whatever, to move half their movement rate and cast, because if you've got two wizards that are doing a wizard battle, it's like the South Park episode of the people who think that they're psychics and can read each other's minds, and they don't move at all. They just they're just staring at one another. But if you look at like Lord of the Rings, that battle between Gandalf and Saruman is they're moving all over the place. Right, so
we're more Lord of the Rings and not South Park. That's what you're saying,
we're
right?
more Lord of the Rings side of things than we are South Park. Yes,
I just try to get
good.
visual.
Either way, I'm hitting this guy with my brand new bastard sword. That's a Bane weapon that we're not sure what it does.
Okay, you can make a swing on him. Oh, it is so close.
That would be a 13.
Oh, that's right. It is a
Plus.
weapon.
No, because I got blessed, so it's +1 to hit. And if he's evil, I get plus. What do I get to hit evil people with?
It means that you get you get a
No,
bonus.
I don't get any advantages. I don't get a bonus to hit him. I only get a bonus.
You get a bonus to your
my armor
AC.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I don't know what the
says-
pluses are on. I don't know what the pluses are on that sword.
Yeah,
I know I've been blessed.
I'm going to look at that right now. So your divine aura, you get a +2 bonus on all saving throws against evil creatures.
Yeah.
And a +2 bonus to armor class versus evil
Yep.
creatures. So that definitely applies when he tries to hit you back.
Yeah.
But this item specifically, find it. There it is. It is, for right now, it is a +1 sword to you. It is enchanted. It is a +1, so that brings your total to 14, which of course hits. In fact, I need to write a note down. And you immediately notice that when you hit this guy, you've seen swords like this. When you hit this guy, you realize that this is not what it is a Bane at angst. It hits him very well, but it does nothing more than an additional +1 to damage.
That's fine.
And so this one, it's a bastard sword. So
damage is 5. Roll the damage right.
Oh, you did. You already rolled it. Okay. Let me.
I rolled a 1d10. 1d10 5 plus. He says +1, so it'd be +6, so it'd be 6 damage.
Right. Yep, that's the one. Right. And so, like the others, he lets out a squeal. He is visibly injured, so you realize that the sword actually does affect these jerks. I gotta get back here.
I say something paladin like, that will teach you to hold people against their will and torment them, you bastard.
I mean, will it? There we go.
Well, since you have Bastard Sword, is it really called a Bastard Sword now that has a new daddy?
If a sword has a daddy, is it a bastard sword?
It's an adopted sword.
It's a step sword.
I believe the name comes that it made young kids into bastards because they didn't have dads no more.
Yes.
This is why I'm here.
Or
Provide
when
this
they,
sort of stuff.
or way back in the day, they stopped calling it a bastard sword because they had 6, 7, 8-year-olds calling it a bastard sword. So no, it's a hand and a half sword. Well, you just described every sword ever made. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I feel so much smarter being in this group.
So Tarlo, he's gonna try this. He's gonna try this this battle axe that you picked up. This was just a pure iron battle axe, right?
Plus, yeah, it was expert battle axe +1.
Yep. That is a pure iron. Which means
The Jester's fucked.
yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right, so Tarlo.
I'm just not going to bring in some warbearers. I'm going to bring some torch pipe holding, torch using werebearers. That's going to get medieval.
We'll get medieval on the ass.
15 is going to hit. Battle axe does
1d8.
Is it 1d8?
Yeah, 1d8 +1 since it's expert axe.
Indeed. Actually, it's worse than that.
It's worse than that.
Because it is pure iron. And so that becomes a 1d8, actually +5. So that would be a 7. So this axe bites into the Jester, and you, Brogan and Owen, you can kind of see over here that where this axe has actually bitten into the Jester in the ring, from the wound you can see that like the wound is smoking, almost like the axe is red hot cutting into this Jester's flesh. Morvax, what are you doing?
That was an iron axe as well, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, expert.
I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just going to start wiggling my hands around and aim at this Jester up here.
Okay.
And cast Marionette upon him.
All right. All right.
So he needs to give me a charisma save throw.
Yes, he does. I need to go to the front of my book and look at the full stats for me monsters. Oh, good. These guys actually, mental saves are their prime.
Well, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
If he fails, he's bind for 4 rounds. If not, then that's it. Well, I'll probably fly up after that. After this.
Nat 20, he saves.
All right. Finnegan will move in front of me, and I will fly up 30 feet, and that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Jesters. What is this guy up here? Well, I think he's going to try and get this zombie out of the way, is what he's going to do. So, probably, Olgrim might actually puke in his armor overseeing this, because this Jester goes up and he
That'll hit.
just grabs the zombie and bites and rips flesh off of the zombie, and it doesn't spit it out. He's chewing it and swallowing it. And he does.
All right, but so that'll also, since somebody attacked a party member, I'm going to go ahead and use my attack as well.
Okay, so he takes 2 points of damage. Brogan, you were holding an action. You can go ahead and shoot. That is a hit.
My God, he rolled a 19.
I know,
20
right?
with the with the +1.
Shush. That's don't tell anybody.
So, Wind, you were also holding an action. You were waiting for somebody to run past? Are you counting this, or are you still waiting?
I was, but since nobody did, I'll go, you know what? Now's a better to act now than never. And I will do a hide, kind of like move behind my party and do like a hide.
Okay. So you can move where you would like to move, and then you can go ahead and make a hide check. Ooh, you're not hidden. Oh, did you count the +1? I do see a +1 in there.
Did you use the bless?
4 for my level, 1 for my dexterity.
So including bless, he'd be at a 12.
Yeah, you would be at a 12. So you did succeed. You kind of move behind the party, and you go kind of ninja behind Brogan and Owen. This Jester is going to attempt to attack Holgrim. 22.
Oh shit, that hits.
And his needle-like little dwarfy teeth, he bites flesh off of you and is chewing on it and swallowing it. And you can see his mouth. He's a sloppy eater. There's blood all over his mouth.
For 2 hit points of damage?
Yeah, for 2 hit points of damage. It was a small bite. I mean, they're only 3 feet tall. I mean, it was probably out of your ankle.
Okay.
Some would call it an ankle biter.
Yes.
He's a chihuahua.
Yes, they're demonic chihuahuas. Well, I mean, most chihuahuas are demonic, but yeah. And meanwhile, in the boxing ring, Tarlo gets bit for 3. And so yep, Tarlo, same thing. This little bastard comes up and takes a chunk out of his thigh right above his knee. Wind, we are... Oh, actually, everybody go ahead and give me a new initiative roll. Yep, that's the wrong guys. Ooh, well, that was a good reroll. All right. So, Holgrim, what are you doing? This little bastard just bit you.
Oh, this little bastard's getting the expert iron longswords. His irons hurts them. Gonna hit him. It's a 24, and that would be 6.
Yeah, that hits. So are you? So you were using.
Yeah, I just dropped the bane sword and drew my iron longsword.
All right. So this actually.
So that has a +1 in it for my longsword for the +1. So I don't know if there's anything else that's going on.
So this your 2 hit is the same, but you actually end up dealing 7 points of damage with the pure iron sword. And just like the axe, you slash into this guy, and the sword actually causes, like, there's smoke coming off of the wound where you slice into this Jester.
So they were like, "Begone, foul creature! Go back to the hell from which you spawn." Sorry.
Brogan, what are you doing?
Yeah, I forgot that I got that Oathkeeper thing. So
Indeed
I'm going to come over here because being in the middle of, the camp is such a wonderful thing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and attack the Jester that Holgrim's attacking.
Okay.
This time with Oathkeeper, because guess what, guys? My minimum roll's a 7. Just saying that's the so. I mean, if I roll a 1, it's an 8. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm blessed. I can't roll less than a 9. Let's go.
Right. Oof. Yeah, that is a hit. What kind of arrow were you putting into the Oathkeeper?
I was not using one of the silver ones. It was just a normal.
So
arrow.
You had like what, 20 + 1 arrows?
Yeah, I'm not using that right now.
Just standard arrow.
Yeah, just a standard arrow. I mean, it's Holgrim. I mean, if he can't stand his ground against one gesture, then that's his fault.
I agree. I don't deserve to be saved.
So yeah, this jester gets an arrow deep into his tiny 3-foot body. Tarlo. Yep, that is another hit with that axe. 1d8 plus
Damn.
3.
That is a nice axe.
Yeah, this jester's not looking too good. In fact,
These things have a lot of hit points. I didn't realize it had this many hit points.
yeah, they've got for being the little guys, they have quite a few.
I was racist. I figured they were small, so they'd only have like 3-4 hit points.
Right?
Oh,
Oh no! See,
Yeah.
and that's where that gets you.
oh. Go change it in my bed sheet now. Oh, what a terrible bastard I am.
Bed sheet and a red
That's what you
hat.
get for being a heightist.
A heightist, yes. Morvax, what are you doing?
Well, gonna try to save Finnegan. Instead of using Marinette, I'm gonna attempt to magically choke the jester that's in front of me.
So you're gonna try. You're gonna cast a choke on this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's giving me an intelligence saving throw.
And he has mental as his.
I actually rolled max damage for it.
Yeah,
too.
he's saved.
God damn it.
So yeah,
Finnegan will try to punch him, I guess.
sure.
I don't have high hopes for Finnegan.
So let's take a
His
look.
is just.
Zombie and skeleton.
I think he's just a D20. I think.
D20 plus 2. You always add the level to their hit or to their save. Yeah, and if he hits, it's a 1d6 for bash. However,
well,
no,
he failed.
Okay, he failed. So how his bash isn't magical, and these guys do have weapon immunity +1. So you need a +1 or better weapon in order to injure them.
That's my turn.
Jesters. Well, it is beyond. It's beyond their chance to use Fascinate at this point. Because this ended up being just a straight up slugfest. Let's see here. What else can I do? Well, not much. Let's see. What does this do? Oh, there's no click marks in this yet. Damn it. Here it is. Why not? So this guy is going to use one of his spell-like abilities once per day. Morvax, go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
All right. Charisma saving throw. And I get a 1 to that from Bless, so it's only 15, so I still fail.
Yes. So this jester kind of ducks down and looks between Zombie Finnegan's legs. And let me what is his? How does this work? He speaks calmly to you and says, "Hey, friend, I need help." And you now view the Jester as a, how does this describe? It says an ally and a friend. And right now,
Okay.
your ally and friend is being attacked by this terrible, terrible, rotting zombie leprechaun.
Do I save on my turn, or is it not a save at all? It's just after X amount of rounds it ends.
No, it's an instant. It was instant at the point of casting, and it will last for 3 rounds.
Okay. I will remember that.
Okay. This Jester, I don't know that they got anything else that's any.
Did any of us see that Jester do that?
Yeah, you probably would have seen that. Days. You know, I'm so excited about about the Adventurer's Backpack, but the alpha version is just not quite usable yet. There we go. Any single creature. Hooray! 4th level or lower. Holgrim, you see the Jester pull out a small tuft of wool, and he says something in the dark tongue, and you need to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh crap! I can see myself burning a hero cookie here.
Oh.
Oh, and I got +1 from Bless.
Yep, and so you saved versus his day's attempt, spell-like ability once per day, so that is burned for him. And this guy down here, you know, he needs to make a wisdom. I mean, does he need to make a wisdom check? Yeah, he would have made it anyways, but I think he's smarter than that. He is going to do a fighting disengage. He can move half of his movement and make no attack to get the hell away from Tarlo. Half his movement is only 10 feet, which puts him at the edge of the ring. Owen, what are you doing?
Oh. Let me see. I think I'm gonna move because I have enough. Yeah, I can move that far. I'm gonna move and get behind this Jester here, and then I'm gonna attack him with my Mace of Turning. It's a +3 weapon anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Crack that little bastard in the back of his skull.
Him. Oh my god. Really?
Nat 1.
Did you? Yes,
Yeah,
you
he did.
did. All right. Let me pull out the thing.
And before you kill Finnegan, I will laugh so hard.
We're not gonna have to burn hero cookies so you don't break the mace again. This is twice now. You almost broke the mace.
I still have a hero point from
I like hero
after
cookie.
we
It just
finished
sounds so much
the
better.
last game.
There you go.
Oh, so the force of your swing causes weight imbalance in your stance, and you twist and blow out your knee, and you are crippled for 1 week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Better use that damn
Consider
hero
each-
point shit.
game is like continue. I'm going to use my hero point.
Okay.
Basically, a reroll.
All right.
That's basically me done for like 7 weeks of us playing.
Yes. So I was going to do that for this game, but I am going to come up with.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to put up a chart of all the different things that you can do with hero points. But yes, you can burn a
Yeah.
point for a reroll.
I use my 1 hero point to do that.
There you go.
16.
That is much better, and that is a hit for 9.
Boink on the head.
Yes, you bonk him in the back of the head, and just out of curiosity, so the influence 0-level illusionist spell of influence, which is what he cast on Morvex, does not require concentration, and so it does not end the spell on Morvex, but it does crack him in the back of the skull. Wind, what are you doing?
Okay. I am going to attempt to kind of, with myself somewhat hidden, sneak around behind to the Jester's backside, if I can make that happen.
Yeah.
Wait, who's he engaged? Who's the Jester engaged with?
So right now the Jester's engaged with Finnegan and Owen, which also grants them both of them a +1 from flanking. You could get in on that +1 action up if you went up here or right here.
And which way is it facing so I know where the back attack would hit
It's
from?
right now facing Finnegan.
Okay.
So I mean, in the heat of battle, I doubt you could make your way up there.
Okay, I was like, I don't know if I can sneak that far. Sneak right by him like that.
Yeah, I would say in the heat of battle you could slip around, especially since his head was just thrust forward by getting smacked in the back of it by a metal mace.
Sweet. Okay, cool. We'll take it. Then I just gained sneak attack with this level, so does sneak attack and back attack combine?
No, it's one or the other. But
Okay,
but
that's cool. Back attack is the better one, so.
Yes. Sneak attack is still handy because you could be literally facing the person. You could be in a what would be seen as a friendly conversation, and then all of a sudden you stab them.
Right.
You don't
I was
have
like, okay,
to
just
sneak
want to
up
make sure
on
that.
him.
All right, cool. But I can use my back attack here, so that's good.
Yep.
All right, back
Yes.
attack.
And for back attack,
Right.
it's already calculating flanking in the actual bonus to hit because they're not aware that you're there.
Cool. I like it.
Okay. So
4 whole points of damage.
yeah, it only doubles the damage, right? But yeah, you shiv him in the kidneys. I mean, if Jesters have kidneys, and as soon as you backstab him with your rapier, I mean, it's not. I mean, it is like the consistency of blood, but it's almost black. And it just kind of oozes out over your hand, and it's kind of steaming a little bit. Holgrim, what are you doing? Oh, wait, we are at the top of the round. Everybody give me a new initiative.
Yoo-hoo! I rolled a 3.
God damn it! I have something cool I want to do.
That's how that works sometimes. All right, Owen, what are you doing? You're the man on top this time.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna smack him again, give him a good old wiki wacky. That's 12. Do I get a bonus from being behind him as well, actually?
Yes, you do. You get a +1 for being behind him, and this is around.
Well, that'll be a plus 14, and that'll
You-
be a 14 in total because the bless.
Correct. I was going to
Well,
say there's like one more
Yeah.
round of bless left after this
Yeah.
one. So, 7 damage. You cracked this guy
Oh.
pretty solid, and he's kind of teetering. He's a little woozy. He is going to do a fighting withdrawal and move 10 feet that direction, using his fighting to kind of ward off attacks. He is running towards the entrance to this tent. Tarlo is not going to tolerate this guy's bullshit, and he is going to run and swing that axe again. He missed. Wow. I'm impressed. This jester, he is hopping the fence, doing a fighting withdrawal, and he makes it to right there. This jester on Holgrim is going to... He does a fighting withdrawal and runs into the big top tent. And he steps in, and it's almost so. Holgrim, you see him kind of gnashing his teeth and keeping you at bay as he retreats 10 feet. And as soon as he steps into the entrance of the big top tent, you see that it's almost like the shadows envelop him, and he disappears.
So you know what I want to do? What's this tent made of?
Your typical, dyed, your typical dyed canvas.
So hypothetically, if I were to light a torch and hold the torch up against this, could I set this sucker on fire?
Theoretically, yes.
Then I think I'm going to pick up my Bane sword, walk over here, and start. I know it's going to take a round to do it, but start getting a torch lit up.
So, I will allow you to make a wisdom check, and don't forget your +1 for being.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Okay. The tent is the big top tent is filled with people from the town. They are sitting in the bleachers and grandstands in there.
Hey, what's burning a few people to stop the bad guys?
Wind, what are you doing?
Perfect timing. I had just had a brief phone call with family. I was like, "Yeah, get off the phone, damn it, people! I got to take return."
Lyman shift.
I don't care if you're bleeding on the sidewalk. I gotta take my turn.
Exactly.
Damn you,
Priorities,
Shadow
damn
Realm.
it, priorities.
Shadow Realm turning paladins evil.
Well, I failed to hide, so I'm just gonna run up and attack.
Okay, go for it. That is a hit for 7, and Wind stabs this jester and drops him where he stands. He just you stab him, he kind of goes stiff and falls off of your rapier blade and just face first plants. Well, you,
Pocket.
you're picking
My
his-
man.
So okay. Yeah, off. You pick his
I'm
pocket.
joking. I'm joking. We can wait. We can wait. We can wait. I'm joking.
Okay.
It's called
So
looting.
Holdrum, you realize that there's probably 15, maybe 20 townspeople that are sitting in the bleachers that are in this big top tent. However, what you see that the ringmaster is standing in the middle. The center of this is lit somehow, and you can see that there is the ringmaster standing in the middle, and there is a large spinning uh like archery target board that it rotates, and there is a man that is basically crucified to this board, and they're spinning it, and you see one of the jesters has a bunch of throwing knives, and he's throwing them and narrowly missing this man as he's throwing them at him. And the guy's like, you can see the guy is terrified, that is crucified. The guy's terrified, and like the other that Brogan and Wind rescued from the cage, his mouth is sewn shut with gut twine. That's what you see looking in there. Now, under the bleachers and in the edges of the tent, it is all bathed in the blackest of shadow.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to. Where's the door? The door's here, right?
Yep, right in front of you.
Then I'm just going to walk over here and set the tent on fire.
With all the townspeople in it?
Door's that way. It'll cause chaos and make them all come out.
Okay.
I'm not
All
burning
right.
it. I'm not burning it at the door. I'm burning it at the other end of the thing, so they got to run out.
Okay. Okay. So you're holding the torch to the fabric. Yeah. We will see what happens next round with that. Brogan, what are you doing?
All right, so I saw that one trying to run away over there, so I'm going to come up closer, and I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay.
And one thing I forgot is I do have sharpshooter, and so since I am within 30 feet, I do get the +1 damage, but I already added it into my account there. So.
Correct. Oof.
Yahtzee!
Nice. That is a hit.
Can you
And
do that again, please? It doesn't happen often.
you put an
Yahtzee!
you put an arrow through the back of this jester's head and drop him. You are officially out of combat. We will break here, and let me put a mark here. Orange is good. That's the color of fire. There we go.
This went really well.
There is a
Yep.
fire going on there. Let me see here. That is whoops. Wow, that is a big calculator. There is one benefit to these guys is that because the little bastards are so tough, they are worth bags of XP. Let's see, there's that. Wait, what?
We're still in combat, right?
No, combat is done.
Oh, am I?
Now I'm just.
I was just because I was gonna do something on my turn. It's kind of cool.
Sure, you can.
I can wait if need be.
You can still do that.
Did the one that was the shopkeeper come out of that tent?
No, he never came out.
I got business. Just playing.
1,000 for the market. 1,000 for the boxing ring. Oh, 1,000 for saving somebody in the cages. Divided by 6. Everybody gets. I will type it in chat. Everybody gets 577 XP.
I'm level 4.
Nice.
577?
Correct.
I think I'm level 4.
Thank you, good sir.
And for excellent roleplay and good ideas, everybody gets 1 hero point, and Brogan and Wind get an additional hero point, so you each get 2, and Holgrim, you
Nice.
get an additional hero point of 2 for trying to save Tarlo.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Let's go.
I lose all my hero points for cremating the poor villagers.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I now owe you hero points.
We'll see how that entire situation turns out next week at 6 o'clock on Thursday night.
Oh, I won't be here next Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
So would
You
someone
won't be
please-
here.
Well, stop.
So you get
would
to
one of
light
you
a
guys
fire and run off, you little arson.
He's trying to run away from his alignment shift.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, he's placing it in a carefully planned out spot since the opening is here. He's placing it in a place where he's
I'm
giving them an
placing it-
opportunity.
So what I'm doing here is I'm placing it in a spot that'll allow everyone access to run, and will force the bad guys to run too, because they can either
Except for
stay
the guys
here.
that are tied up to the
We'll get him out in a minute. Come on, one step at a time here.
I can't keep everybody alive.
I
God damn
honestly
it.
think, I mean, you guys are adding more chaos to the carnival than the actual Jesters. It's great.
Nice.
It's great. All right, so we will pick this up next week. And I know Holgrim will be gone, but we will gladly catch you up. Before we leave, let me pick another winner. Let's see
Cap,
here.
stay in chat, by the way.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said Cap, stay in chat after the
Oh,
game
right,
ends.
right.
Yeah. I'm not leaving. I think I found a plot hole with the module.
Because
I
you're not
just
going
wanted
to
to
be here, I'm going
verify
to tell you what I'm going to do the first thing next week.
Oh, I already know what you're going to do. Something heinous.
No.
Yeah.
Atsumori, you have won a code for $10 off a PDF
Woohoo!
at Troll Lord Games.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
All right, folks, I'm going to go
Glad you-
walk the dogs. Thanks for another great week. Appreciate it. Already.
Take care,
looking
man.
See ya.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you.
Have a good one.
Hello.
Cheers, mate. I am a little disappointed that Win didn't rank at the store. I had
We still have
visited
next
him
week.
like,
Don't worry. There's still next week.
Well, I'm
Just a
creating
moment.
chaos. You're out there just taking everything that isn't nailed down and coming back with a pry bar for those.
The only reason I didn't go harder was because I didn't want to start combat until we were like at least somewhat ready for it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here, and I will end the stream. All
Yeah, I thought
right.
we were going to